get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wide. Gun.
A first down throw for Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Cousins now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Rosen on 1st down, staying on his feet. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action here with Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Right side complete to Butler. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them in a screen pass.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, Johnson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yellow. Rhino.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph. 41 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Lucky 50. Two.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's got some space here.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A first down carry here for Johnson. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go. Listen.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow, he's in there. Yellow.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Gun. List 50.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Dayon Buchanan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
On 1st and 10, Cousins being chased out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
300. Through. Wide.
2nd down, Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Leopard!
Johnson running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Screen play, Johnson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Lucky 50. Spurs, Spurs. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Nick, 50, here we go. 2. Wide,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Chandler Jones. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They run the counter with Cook. Cook able to escape. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rosen off the play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. It's Rosen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go play action here on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Cousins, buying time to his left. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, there's definitely an or not.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow, yellow. Ready, in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Black, black. Wide, wide.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A first down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Chandler Jones in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
3rd and long for Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Black, black. Black, black. Wide, wide.
Cousins on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rosen will throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Following the interception, Cousins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike 20. Black, 82. Ringo.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Second down, Cousins. Left side caught by Diaz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here, the 32. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. And now out comes Minnesota. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Lynch 50, black. Yellow.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Lucky 50.
First down, here's Cousins. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases,